Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the time starts now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jason, CIO of NextPack. What is NextPack? NextPack is all about turning the statement that hardware is hard to hardware is easy. Now, what is a hardware problem? Two aspects. One, the consumer side. There are more and more incompatible gadgets on the market today. Two, developer side. Our hardware supply chain is always complex, high cost, and high risk. NextPack solution, standardized hardware modules plugged into a modular phone case, and an ecosystem where it is easier to develop a module than working with Arduino, manufacturing and distribution partners that drastically lower the cost and risks associated with traditional hardware supply chains. NextPack is the hardware app store. Let's look at software first. 10 years ago, the only interesting app on your Nokia 3310 was Snake. Today, any programmer can create a function-rich application and publish it to an audience of billions through the App Store. The software industry was democratized away from software companies and software studios. NextPack is doing the same thing, only with hardware. We start this democratization process by piggybacking off the largest infrastructure ever built, the smartphone. Everyone has one. The fastest growing tech companies have always piggybacked off pre-existing networks, and NextPack will do the same through the smartphone market by creating a modular phone case. But we're not a phone case company. Our open platform easily extends to home automation, wearables, smart city, smart transport applications, all in the NextPack ecosystem, all using standardized NextPack modules. We launched our public PR campaign 2 months ago, and in the space of just 30 days, we have raised over $280,000 in pre-sales via Kickstarter, received millions of video views, and we've been published in over 200 articles in global press and media outlets. We also have a mailing list that is growing every day, reaching tens of thousands in such a short amount of time. Our business model is also very unique. We have multiple revenue streams. Our hardware app store allows for the sale of cases, modules, and gateways. Each module can potentially spawn many software apps, whilst our data trading platform allows our users to monetize their sensor data from the modules of which they own. NextPack is the platform of choice. Why? A smartphone is a computer in your pocket. It's not hard to take a gadget and turn it into a module. Standardized housing, standardized designs, standardized circuits. Removes any need for any redundant hardware that's already covered by a smartphone. Let's look at another example. Nest. It costs over $500 US, installed in a fixed location, a thermostat, a CO detector, and a camera. NextPack can be plugged into any Powerwall socket and provide all three functions for under $150 US, and is completely mobile, portable, and modular. Let's look at our competition. Google Ara, a modular phone, has yet to hit the market, and if it does, it's going head-to-head with the likes of Apple, Samsung, and all phone manufacturers with a zero user base. NextPack doesn't compete with phone makers, it complements them. Pebble, Jawbone, Tencent, Fitbit, Nest. I could go on and on for hours. They all have one thing in common. They are single platforms that do not share data. NextPack is open for everyone. We have many channels to grow our developer community. And let's hear from Tommy Hunter.
And we are really proud to announce the opening of the IRX NextPack Lab.
Our team is already designing Dora for NextPack.
We are very invested
Open tenders.
very wonderful concepts like the NextPack, like ARA.
Education.
We are creating our Mechatronic design course on NextPack.
Hackathons.
Hey guys, you gotta join me at the NextPack Hackathon, Melbourne 2015.
Thank you to our collaborators. Our management team is stacked with broad executive skills. Alex has executed many high-profile Kickstarter projects, from ideas to commercial to mass production. Max is a platform expert and knows how to create an ecosystem-based business, not just a product business. Frank is our legal and patent expert, and myself, I've led many ventures in big data and IoT with global blue-chip companies like General Motors, IKEA, BHP, and Coca-Cola. I also led the lead investment into NextPack in their seed round, providing $1 million in working capital that funded NextPack for the last 8 months. We have a very talented team of 30, highly motivated and extremely skilled. We are now seeking to raise $5 million to fund the tooling for high volume production and also execute Project 1 Million, where we will mobilize 1 million NextPack starter kits, thereby underpinning the future valuation in the 10-figure mark. Thank you.
Before a conflict of interest between Nextpack and Brick. Jonathan will be sitting out of the judging for this startup. Okay, Jonathan, take it away.
Thanks a lot. So, yeah, the MVP is obviously produced and tested, I imagine.
Correct.
So it seems like a very capex intensive business. How do you see that?
So it is from the point of view in terms of you're saying manufacturing. Yeah.
Yes.
So our raise on the we have finance partners. Essentially, when I mentioned Project 1 million, we have our manufacturing partner, our distribution channels, our retailers across in Europe and Australia, and a finance partner where we mobilize these units through letters of credit and so forth. So the startup period of our launch of mass market is not about making a margin on the hardware. It's more about creating a user base. So hence why we're raising equity in 5 million, but not necessarily raising whole manufacturing through equity.
I understand. So the 5 million you're raising, you want to have a user base because the big problem I see is adoption, right?
Yes, correct. So it's again the chicken and egg with all platform businesses. We are addressing, Kickstarter was our first sort of 30-day validation of are people interested in a modular smartphone with the 12 modules that we have created. And the answer appears to be yes. The developer side, getting people to work on our platform, we're working with universities, creating hackathon programs where it is fun to hack on our platform. And our first onset of why we can see this business was all about the developer community. So we're not about creating a phone case, we're creating a modular platform where a development kit is very, very cheap and it's very, very easy to create a module and an app versus using Arduino or Raspberry Pi or Galileo or any of the other open source platforms.
And so, maybe last question, I'll leave it to Ron. So when are you thinking of creating first revenue streams?
So we have pre-sales already. That Kickstarter was,
Yeah.
And our tooling process and first shipment starts in December.
Okay, thank you.
That looks really cool. When the first product that you buy, what kind of modules do you include in, and what am I actually getting? Do I then pick up the 12 modules that you already have? And
Yeah, so if you go to nextpack.com/shop, you'll see the cases that we are selling, as well as the 12 modules which you can pick, and they range from $10 to $30. The Kickstarter program, we had a preset set of 6 modules, which I can't recall off the top of my head, but it's batteries and label pointers and so on. But I can furnish you with that information.
And of the 12 modules, I mean, you're probably addressing the kind of key demands that you think people will need. So each of them, like I saw there was one for health related, for entertainment, and for development. As you guys continue maturing, you want to have 100 modules, 200 modules?
Yeah, so we're not trying to create modules ourselves. It's about the hardware app store. So internally, we're tracking a list of literally hundreds of modules. If you go to nextpack.com/hackathon, you'll see the hacks that are available, and we've got a project of 30 or so. Yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Okay, any last questions?
Yeah, so I wasn't quite clear, from the first stage at least, what the real market size is that we were targeting.
So this is sort of, if you think about the duration type thing, we do have, the competition is very difficult to identify. First of all, we're not a smartphone case manufacturer, even though we're piggybacking off that phone. That's just our market entry strategy. You've got the IoT market size, which you can hear about Gartner reports and the like, where it's 50 billion trillions of connected devices. We're attacking that by creating an ecosystem where anyone can connect to our platform. So whilst we only start letting developers create modules on our phone cases, we'll open the gateway development kit where you can create your own wall pack or your own backpack or your own smart belt clip or smart appliances, or people can build them into, manufacturing build them into their appliances or products.
Got you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next pack.